This episode of the Young Turks is brought to you by WestHost, offering premium web hosting since 1998. Go to westhost.com/TYT for 25% off. WestHost! WestHost, WestHost!
The Shawnee Mission School District in Kansas is trying to find ways to close a $20 million budget gap, right? And residents in that area are asking, in fact, they're suing for the right to pay more in property taxes in order to help close that budget gap. So 17 parents have filed the lawsuit. What they're asking for is a $172 a year property tax increase, so the money can be used for the schools, so they won't have to fire teachers, they won't have to close schools, they won't have to increase class sizes. How incredible is that? And another,
that's one of the most amazing stories I've heard, man. I mean, look, I ask people to do balance in government all the time. Sometimes we got to cut spending, but sometimes we got to raise taxes, right? And here are people who are actually suing to have their taxes raised. It's amazing. But you know why? Because they figured out the same thing we did, which is, hey, you know what? Sometimes if we want good government services, like a good school for our kids, we got to pay a little more in taxes.
Yeah, and look, there's so many different elements of the story that are amazing, okay? For instance, the reason why they're suing for the right to increase their property taxes is because in this area, the government had capped property taxes, right? Because every single year, residents of Shawnee Mission, Kansas, would vote to increase their property taxes so they can basically improve their schools, right? So as that was happening, different schools outside the area were losing teachers. Teachers were like, what the hell? Why am I working in this school district? I'm going to go to Shawnee Mission where I'm going to get a $5,000 to $10,000 raise, or there I'm going to be treated good. So schools in other areas were losing teachers, and, you know, of course they weren't improving. So the government's like, yeah, we got to cap property taxes so there isn't this huge, you know, difference.
Yeah, well, that's absurd. How about this crazy idea? You improve the schools in the rest of the districts.
Right, I know. I know.
So the answer there is, let's make sure that one district that's doing well is not allowed to pay more taxes so they can't have better teachers. It's the craziest thing I ever heard. That's even crazier than suing to raise your own taxes.
Yeah. You know, and it's incredible because all of the parents that are living in this area, they're living in a good area. The home value is about $1 million or more. So it's a well-to-do area, right? But it's so amazing because most of them don't want to send their children to private schools. They want to continue sending their children to public schools. You know, for different reasons. Some people can't afford it. Some people would just rather go to public schools. And all it takes is that $172 a year increase, and your school improves. It's amazing. I mean, that's
right.
Definitely a lot more affordable than sending your child to a private school.
Right, and I want to make clear, look, I get it. The rest of the area, of course, is worried about inequality, and this rich area is getting all the good teachers, and then what kind of teachers does that leave for other places? But you know what? Look, if they value public education, they want to do it in a public sphere, I think that's great. I think there's something to be learned from that, and I think, you know, look, part of the problem is that education is so local sometimes that the richer districts wind up with the better schools and the poor districts wind up with lesser and lesser resources, and because they have less property tax, among other reasons. So that's why I think if they did it on a state level, it would be better. So instead of saying you can't raise your own taxes, what I would say is it's much better if you equally distribute that money throughout the state. Now, of course, the people in that district would be upset by that, but I think, you know, if we raise taxes just a little bit for everybody, including those guys, we can get better education for the whole state instead of just that district.
And at WestHost offers web hosting for 19 cents a day. You can't get cheaper. That's
right.
ridiculous. You could do web host transfers. Like you got a website, boom, transfer.
For free. You have 24/7 support.
60-day money-back guarantee. Well, then you literally can't lose. 25% off if you go to westhost.com/TYT.
You know what I think about that? I think WestHost.
WestHost.